Hi guys, welcome back to Determined to Praise. So I pray that you guys are enjoying your new year, that great things are happening, that you guys feel empowered, that you guys feel powerful, that you just are encouraged and are ready to do new things in this new year. I pray that you guys enjoyed last week's video about breaking generational curses, and that it just kind of gave you guys strength to know that it's okay to be different and that you can do things differently. You don't have to continue to follow down the dark path of others. You can choose to be the light and to stop doing things the way that they were always done. So before I get into the video today, I want to show you guys this shirt that I made. Since we've been doing faith over fear, I decided to create a shirt that kind of represented what that looked like to me. Um, kind of jacked it up a little bit, but I haven't made shirts in a while. It's been like I think last shirt I made was like Father's Day, but it was really fun and I enjoyed myself making it. So um, I just wanted to show it to you guys. This is faith over fear, and I got fear with a big X, and I put a bunch of things: generational curses and pride, pain, worry, trauma, suicide, confusion. It's just, so many things attached to fear that we don't even realize, and it's really crazy. It can fear and it can fear can lead to so many different things. So create the shirt. And I'll probably take a picture and post it just so you can get a better look at it. I don't know if you could really see it good here, but anyway, I was really hyped last night making this, and I was really proud of myself for finishing it. It took me hours to do, but it's done. I did it. So I just wanted to show you guys the shirt, um, and just really encourage you guys to just continue to have faith over fear, and not to trust your doubt and your worries and your pain and all those things, because they can get in the mix of you making bad decisions because you're afraid and you're fearful. So today we're going to talk about trusting the process. Um, and so I have the definition of process. It says a series of actions or steps taken in order to achieve a particular end. And I mean, it's funny because I talk to my husband all the time and I tell him, when I'm looking up, um, when I'm doing research on the songs that I praise dance to, when I look up the definitions of the words, like you hear the word and you know what the word means, but I feel like looking up the definition gives you like a whole new understanding of what that word means. And process, it is all there. A series of actions taken to achieve a particular end. So, in trusting the process, we have to allow God to be who He is. And as we go through these series of different actions that have to take place in order for it to shape us and help us to become who God has created us to be, to help us get more understanding, to help us burn off the things that are not like Him, we have to go through these different processes. And is it easy or fun? Absolutely not. But it's necessary. It's a part of the journey, and it's what shapes you, it's what makes you, it's what helps you understand, it's what helps you learn, it's what helps you gain faith and gain power, gain strength. That's where it all happens. It all happens during that long process. And I also have the definition of trust written down, which is a firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. So we're trusting in God, and we're trusting in the process that He has to take us through in order to help us become who He's created us to be. And so I know in this new year, we're going to have to go through a process. It's going to be things we're going to have to go through, things that are going to have to happen in order to shape us. And I don't want us to quit. I don't want us to worry. I don't want us to doubt and think, you know what? All this stuff is happening. God promised me this. This is not what it's looking like. It doesn't feel like that I'm getting my blessing here, or it doesn't feel like this is happening. And I just wanted to encourage you guys to trust the process. Don't quit in the process. Don't stop too early. Don't jump out in the process. Don't jump out of the fire, because the fire is necessary. And I wrote down a couple of things, right? So And I don't know about you guys when you cook, but I know when I cook food like meats and chicken and stuff, I like for it to be like falling off the bone, tender, soft. I love it that way. It's so good. So normally for that to happen, gotta cook it on low for a couple of hours, right? It's not just going to be an hour or 2 hours. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a process in order for the ribs or the meat to turn out soft and tender the way you want them to, right? So you have to put the oven on a low setting and put it on there for like, 4 hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours, and let it just sit in the oven. And you have to be patient, gotta wait, keep checking it. It's not done yet. Keep checking it. It's not done yet. But what you don't want to do is take it out too early, because I don't know about you, but I don't want no hard food. I don't want no half cooked food. I don't want no half done food. Ugh, no. So in the process, just like the chicken that has to roast for hours or has to cook for hours under the heat in the oven, we have to allow God to do the same thing with us, because it's cooking the food, right? It's cooking the food. It's preparing the food in the oven. It's cooking away the blood. It's cooking away the unclean things that we shouldn't be eating. That's what's happening in that oven as that food is cooking, and that's the same thing that's happening with us as we're in the process, as God is turning us in the fire, as He's helping us, as we're going through these different things in life that are happening. That's, yes, very frustrating and very irritating and very it can make you doubt and stop trusting because you don't understand what's happening. But what's happening is that God is cooking you, God's cleansing you, God's helping to shape you, God is uh, burning off the impurities. He's helping you, He's molding you, He's shaping you, He's showing you a new way, He's helping you find a new way to trust Him, a new way to understand Him, a new way to have faith. He's strengthening you in this process. There's so many things that are going on during this process, and yes, it can be overwhelming, but when it's done, when the food is done, when it's cooked, when the meal is prepared, and it's time to sit down and eat, you will be satisfied with what you have. You will be full. Your plate will be full. You will have so much in you, and you're going to look like a whole new person. You're going to feel like a whole new person, and you're going to be done. You're going to be cooked all the way through, not halfway through because you jumped out or you quit too early or you backed up because things were making you very uncomfortable, but because you stayed through the process and you trusted God through it all. Now you've came out a whole new creature, a whole new creation. So trusting Him through that process, that hard, unbearable, overwhelming process, trust Him in it, because it's all for your good. Nothing done unto God is in vain, and nothing God does is in vain. It's all for purpose, for destiny. It's all for something greater than you. So trust that process and allow God to be who He is. Don't jump out. Don't quit. I know you had a time schedule of how you wanted things to be lined up and what you wanted and when you wanted to be done and how you wanted to get it. But you have to trust God's timing, because His timing is perfect. He already knows all things. He has all the answers. He knows all the questions. He knows what you're going to experience, how you're going to experience, what it's going to feel like, what you're going to look like afterwards. He knows it all. He has the perfect plan. So we have to learn how to trust His plan and not doubt it because it doesn't feel right or because it's uncomfortable or because you're fearful. Trust in Him and continue to trust in Him and continue to push for Him. So I wrote down two Bible scriptures. The first one is, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. That's Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 through 6. I really like that one because, as human beings, we doubt, we worry, we stress. Every time something comes, and God can come through for you a million and one times, and still you're going to have those moments where where He's teaching you a new way, a new thing, and you're going to go, well, I mean, He's came through before, but this is different. It's not different. It's the same thing, but I get it because I'm the same way. I'd be out here stressed out, like, Lord, come on now, what is this? What is going on here? But we have to trust in Him, and we have to know that if He made it a way for us before, He's going to make a way for us again. He's not going to stop making ways. He's not going to run out of ways to make ways. There's going to always be something. There's going to always be something new, something different, and I love it because it just, he continuously is exposing himself and showing who he is and what he can do for you. And all we have to do is just step back and trust him and say, okay, God, it's not looking right, it's not feeling right, but I have to trust you. Because I mean, you can worry, but worrying not gonna solve nothing, and he gonna fix it anyway. You gonna be mad that you worried. Don't waste it a week, a month, hours that you could have been enjoying your life, but you've been worrying. And like I said, I get it because I be the same way. Be out here stressed out, like Lord, what is going on? But we have to trust him. The second one is kind of the same thing. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. That's Proverbs 16:3. We have to commit to Him. We have to trust in Him, and we have to know that the plans He has for our life are better than the plans that we have for ourselves. He knows our hearts. He knows our desires. He knows the things that we want, the things that we need. He knows us better than we know our own selves. So we have to trust in him and know that his way is the best way, and that even though it's uncomfortable and it doesn't feel right and it doesn't look right, great things are going to come from that situation. Great things are going to come from your pain. Great things are going to come from the things that you've been through. So trust in him and continue to trust in him. You know, I really want us in this new year to be better and to do better and to really do our best, not half of our best, do our best with trusting God, you know, trusting him. And like I said, it's okay to worry and to doubt, because I do the same thing. And I'm not saying it's okay to do it because I do it. I'm saying it's okay. We're human beings. We have flesh and emotions and feelings. So we're going to have moments where we're freaking out and we're overwhelmed and we're just like, Lord, you said this, but it's not looking like this. We're going to have those moments. But what I want us to be able to do is that when those moments come, when the enemy comes and he starts attacking us with doubt and unbelief, I want us to cast him down. Cast down those thoughts, cast down the doubts, cast down anything that is unlike God, and don't allow your mind to wander and waddle in that negativity. Don't do it to yourselves. I don't want us to do that. I want us to be powerful and go, you know what? Things aren't looking right. I'm confused. I'm scared. I'm worried. I'm not really sure how this is going to turn out. But I know that there is a God, and I trust in him, and I believe in him with everything in me. And if he's brought me to this place, he's going to bring me through this place. If he's gotten me here, he's going to keep bringing me further. He's not going to leave me here. My journey doesn't end here. My story doesn't stop here. There is more in me, and there's more for me to do. So God is going to continue to work through me and continue to push me. It's not over. It's not done. There is more left. There is more left. So much more. Way more than you could even imagine. I want us to push through and to trust him and to not back up. Don't back up. Do not back up when things get crazy. Do not stop when things get crazy. Keep pushing and keep trusting him. It's going to hurt. It's going to be uncomfortable. I get it. But do not let it stop. Keep pushing. Trust the process. You have to go through this process. You have to go through these things to learn him. You have to understand. I'm sure that when Mary, you know, it makes me think about Mary when they told her that she was going to give birth to a king, and you know, she carried Jesus. That was a hard process. She had to go through so many things. People didn't believe her. They were calling her a liar. She had to leave because, you know, they were killing people, and she had to protect the baby, and then trying to give birth and not having any place or a room to give birth. I'm sure that had to be irritating. Lord, you told me that this was supposed to happen. You wanted this, you planned this. Why is it look like this? Why is this happening? This should have been easy, right? This should have been easy. Why wasn't this easy? You don't learn in easy. Easy isn't what helps us get strengthened. You're not going to learn how to run a mile by eating snacks and chilling in the house. No. If you want to get up and learn how to run, you got to get up and run. You got to start somewhere simple and just start walking. Then you start jogging. Then you start running, and you got to build your endurance. But there's no way to learn how to do it by just sitting here taking things easy. We have to be willing to be strong during the struggle. We have to be willing to be a sacrifice and to trust God in the process. The process, the process, the process. That's what creates that's what creates stability. It creates endurance. It creates trust. It creates faith. It creates so many things on that process. We just have to trust them. I know it's hard, but we have to trust them. I pray that you guys enjoyed this video. I pray that you guys are encouraged, that you continue to trust in God. Trust the process that you're going through. It's going to be okay. Everything's going to work itself out. God is with you. He sees you. He knows what you're going through and how you're feeling, and He's got you. He's going to continue to strengthen you daily to keep making it through this process. So trust God in this process. Trust the process. Trust the process. It's okay. Pray that you guys stay encouraged. Continue to trust in Him. Continue to push forward daily. I know it's hard. It's a struggle. This race is not for the weak, but God is with us and He will continue to strengthen us. He's got our back. So please stay encouraged and continue to push for Him. I pray that you guys enjoy this video. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, comment. Um, and I pray that you guys have a great day. Have a blessed week. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.